Hello, lovelies. Do you live in a micro loft apartment due to the current economic stuff? No room for a full home theater setup? Well, Soundcore has the answer to this contrived situation. A full 7.1 surround sound speaker with a liquid-cooled projector. Perfect for your living room, outdoors, or just entertainment during the ensuing climate wars. When Belle first told me about this, I thought it was going to be like a little desktop mount thing, but no, it's a full, gigantic, speakery thing. Ooh, and apparently it's even got wheels and a handle and all that sort of good stuff. Look, you're supposed to roll it off. One of the easier unboxings I think I've done on ShortCircuit. Look at this thing. It's not super heavy. Good wheels. Sound up beyond reality. Hopefully it's got a power cable or something. I don't know if is it battery powered? It's a bag, in a bag. Got a thing for the handle, I guess. Nice. No power cable? I thought there was more stuff in here. Actually, it looks like all of that is self-contained. That is awesome. I wish more of these types of party speaker things did that. It's like a vacuum cleaner, but with a projector in it. We've got some plasticky things. We've got a door for the laser projector. They're saying that it's water cooled, which is pretty neat. I don't know if that means it's got like a liquid loop or a proper copper thing with a block and everything. I don't think I'm gonna be allowed to take it apart and have a look, but maybe there's a hammer somewhere on set. But it's not really like just a party speaker because it's got these weird satellite things. So if I pop these at the back, look at that. It's like a Bluetooth speaker in another speaker. USB-C. It's got feet. Oh my God, this is sick. It's a Claymore, front towards neighbors. So we got two of those. And then how do we get these ones out? Front, left, front, right. I'm sure there's an arrow button for these. Oh my God, it doesn't stop. It's got microphones in it too, and a remote with built-in Netflix buttons and stuff like that. What's going on? I feel very dumb. Pull to project, press to power, match to marks. I mean, maybe they release when you turn it on. We've got rear left and rear right, and then these two guys, when we get them out, are gonna go on the front. Looks like it's also got a Bluetooth speaker mode, so I wonder if we could play some audio that way. Maybe if you had a full system and didn't want to use the projector component. It's pretty neat. Big speakers on the left and right. Big woofery thing right down there at the bottom. Exhaust fans. We've got some ports at the back here. We've got HDMI, two USB-Cs, and a USB-A, which is nice to see. And yeah, I guess last in the top here is going to be our microphones. So we've got two. They're pairable, they're powerable. They look really quite nice, actually. USB-C on the bottom there. Very cool. Very, very cool. They even give you the direction that they're supposed to be. They got RGB in them. That's kind of sick too. And then, yeah, of course, remote for controlling it like it would be a TV or maybe like a projector. First impressions of the build quality is really, really surprisingly high. These are metal and plastic and they feel sturdy and solid, and these legs as well feel really sturdy. Yeah, it looks like it's got a 1/4-20 on the bottom, I assume, so that you could mount it to something like an arm if you wanted it in a more permanent position, which would be kind of odd, but still really nice to include. Looks like they charge in the unit itself, but they've even got some ports on the back here, USB-C, and a little power button too, and you can set them into Bluetooth mode, it looks like. I'm excited to see what these side ones look like. They're held in really well for a portable speaker that you're gonna be driving along the beach. There's like very little flex in the case. I love the rubberized thing here that holds on to the end of the power adapter. It seems really like well thought out. I'm quite surprised. I thought this would be more like a gimmick product, but it's actually seeming quite together. Handle is sturdy, metal, and it's got a nice like semi-rubberized grip. Yeah, it feels sturdy. I am impressed so far. You know what else is impressive? Our sponsor.
I really didn't want it to come to this, but I have to beg you guys, please go to dbrand.com and buy something. I don't know how, but they've frozen my bank accounts until I help them sell at least $6,900 worth of product. I'm currently moonlighting for tips at a restaurant that definitely doesn't rhyme with schmapple fleas. The overhead lighting is breaking me, and the missus won't stop complaining that I always smell like stale artichoke dip. So please, go buy dbrand's definitely not overpriced and extremely stylish skins and cases for all of your devices. Heck, wrap your fridge in glow circuit skin. I don't care at this point. Their Black Friday sale is still going on, so if you don't click the link, could I at least interest you in some schmappletizers? Please.
I also forgot to mention, they also sell a projector screen. This one's inflatable if you want to have it in your living room or outside. It's all pretty heavy, but compact. Oh, there's the body that lives in there. They do a 10-foot and a 16.7 foot as well. Couldn't give us another couple inches. Come on, even numbers. Okay, there's our surface. So it looks like the back is this nice, soft, it's really luxurious, like fabric-ish material. The plastic parts will be your pontoon. Nice fabric screen, white surface, not gray, so you're not gonna have super good light control in a bright environment, but most people can close the curtains. Shall we blow her up? Took me a while, like normal, but I did end up finding the hole. Looks like we just pop that out there, and then we have our battery-operated pump, and that should just go in here. All right, and we just pop on our ending nozzle thing here. It's got a lock on it, and the valve itself has this little on-air escape one-way check valve, which is pretty cool. And that just goes in there and turns and locks in. And then I guess we just push the button. It's whisper quiet! Okay. We got it mostly inflated. It's big and it's too big for the set, and I don't think we could use this. It doesn't fit. We have it crossways in the set. I mean, we've got the extended ceiling and it might be tall enough, but we don't have enough width. It's too girth. I don't think this is for your living room. It's big. A couple things I did notice is it's got a couple mounts each side for the satellite speakers on the side of the projector speaker. The pump also deflates too, so that might be good. It's also got another nozzle on the other side, so you know, maybe it'll go down a bit faster. Yeah, I mean, it's got the release, which is super nice. So let's just stick this guy in here and see what happens, I guess. Oh, no, 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 no. It's very cozy. One thing I did notice when I was rolling around in it and fondling it a bit earlier is the screen is attached with what's some pretty heavy duty Velcro. So I guess you could take it off and iron it or something like that, or that would probably be the smart thing to do when you put it away, just kind of crumple it and then fold up the screen nicely. This one costs $2,000 US and is, I guess, 17 feet plus the rest of the screen. Should we try the projector now? Okay, well, after that fiasco, it looks like we have a normal screen. I think we found the extra pole, which is good. Let's turn it on finally. We got an extension cable, we got a thing, we got to take a bunch of stickers off. Let's do it up. Laser Forge. It's got a laser warning. Oh, wow. AI image adjust, everything's got AI. It's got depth sensing, really nice looking lens on here. Oh my God, it's not piano black. This is the best thing I've seen all day. That is sick, thank you. It's like rubberized as well. It's got a nipple button. It's whirring. Press to extend, retract. So this is why we couldn't get the side fumbles out, because you got to push this button. And then this happens. That is bonkers. And I guess they would work here, but there's a lock button on top. So you push this button, and now you have your fronts. So these look like they've got two speakers in them. Same cool little feet that we saw on the back sides. These also have that 1/4-20 little light bar thing there. Looks like we also still have the Type-C and the power buttons on these guys, so we'll just plug that in there. This one already looks like it's on. This is the front left, so I'm gonna come over. No, this is the front right, sorry, the blue one. So I'm gonna plop that, yeah. And then, yeah, let's pop these guys out. So these are going to be our rears. These are also on. I guess these guys will be standing up. I'll put this one over here. This is our rear right. And why don't we put that one there? All right, it says we. Oh, welcome. Oh, that makes more sense. I'm gonna plop that here. How about that? Oh, what? It's got a light in it. Wow. It seems to have a really, really wide screen adjust capabilities. We managed to squish it in super tight. It seems like, you know, this might be living room distance. That's pretty good. Looks like it's got quite a few intelligent adjusting things. I wish I had this at home. It's got that one-click image adjust, which it seems to be struggling a little bit here, maybe because the lights are on. We can try that again when they're off. Spatial adaptation, I guess it figures out where it should be because of LiDARs, move and zoom. I mean, the projector lens seems to actually physically move, which is kind of cool. FlexWave, there's a spelling mistake. That's awesome. FlexWave is, I guess, where things move around. We'll see. iGuard. Yeah, it's audio adapts to the environment. We'll see, because this is like the worst set ever. It's got a cube for a ceiling. iGuard, obviously, because it's lasers. It'll blind you instantly. Looks like it automatically comes off. Wall color adaptation. You know, I've got a gray screen at home. That's difficult for some projectors. Sure, we'll do Nebula Master. That sounds like us. It has an app, but it doesn't need an app, which makes me happy. We're at 100% brightness. Ambient light adaptation. Sure, why not? Let's have a look at some YouTube. And why don't we get the lights off? Hot damn. We've got our lights off now, and got crab rave, video, and music. It's like the perfect thing. You can see how bright it is. It looks a little pink to me right now, but I mean, it's got quite a lot of color adjust. Maybe that's the Nebula Pro mode or whatever. Let's give it a listen. One problem that I can kind of see is that's where all your subs and your bass is. So where are you going to be sitting? Like next to that probably, or it's going to be behind you maybe, or on a table or something. I'm not entirely sure how that would work. Image quality looks pretty good. It's not too much blurring, maybe a little bit under the sea there, but we do have it quite squooshed in. I mean, it's digital keystone rather than optical, so it's never going to be perfect. The sound quality is excellent, even at kind of a slightly lower volume. Maybe if you're maxing it out, it's going to be a little bit crispy, but I mean, it's just two little tiny things. Even just like the like button noises are quite nice. Let's see if we can get some 7.1 on it. All right, our speakers are in one of the worst probably arrangements possible. We've got one pointing in the wrong place. We've got one on the floor, and we got two of them sort of there-ish. I mean, maybe we'll point them in a bit, give them a bit of a fighting chance. And let's try this FlexWave calibration and see what it sounds like. That's gonna be like a new one for me. That is almost exactly where they are physically in the room. I'll tell you, it calculated the sweet spot to be about here, and this is a pretty damn good sweet spot, especially for this terrible speaker placement. They're really even and balanced, which is kind of cool. Like really balanced. That's weird. That's strange. It's bassy. It's nice and even, and yeah, even with the speakers in, like one of the worst things I have ever done, and is an affront to home theater nerds everywhere. Even that one's no louder than that one, and that one's no louder than that one, even on the floor. So, you know, audio adaptation, whatever magic they're doing is quite fantastic, I would say. The picture looks good too. I would like to experiment a little bit with the color, because it is a little pink, in my opinion. And I don't think that's coming from our rear light over there. It may just be like a maladaptive color adaptation, just because we've got blue over there and something else. So let's see if we can change the like look of it. Yeah, there you go. So that is adjusting the like color profile quite heavily. So if we do movie HDR10, that's really warm. Will it remember my keystone settings? It will. That's also super nice. I think I turned Motion Plus back on. I hate that it's enabled by default. That's a mighty fine projector, even with this TV glaring on it too. Very, very nice. I can definitely tell that it's a laser projector. The contrast ratios are great. It's super bright. And one thing that I didn't talk about is just how quiet this machine is. I can't hear it at all. I think my laptop and the camera fans are probably louder than it. Soundcore is claiming about 26, 25 dBs for the sound of this thing. And like, yeah, I can't really hear it at all. Maybe that has to do with the water cooling. It's just very, very efficient. But normally you turn one of these things on and it's just, you can definitely tell the fans there. You know, quiet scenes, that sort of thing. You get that whirring. One thing we didn't really touch on was the karaoke mics, but I would probably expect these to behave just as well. I'm sure these are fine if you're into karaoke. They also have this other strange add-on, which they're calling like Space Flow AI. You project it on the outside of a wall and it does the tracking on the wall. They're kind of showing examples where instead of decorating the front of your house, you would just like stick this out the front and then projection map your windows and Christmas lights and holiday decorations on the front of your house, which is interesting because this thing costs $5,000 US. And what are you gonna do, put that in front of your house? It's kind of a little bit more rare that I see products here that kind of should cost that much. The build quality of this, the feature set that you get, the quality of the projector and the quality of the satellite speakers in general is punching in that $5,000 kind of price range. Now you could do really well for a home theater for $5,000, but now you're getting karaoke, you're getting something portable, you don't have to drill holes in the walls, you don't have to adjust a bunch of stuff, and you know, really high-end 11.1.4 whatever soundbar, $1,500, and this one's 7.1.4, so each of these little guys also have up-firing speakers. Projector like this, maybe also $3,000 or $4,000, so you're kind of getting it in one package. If this is for you, I think it's probably for you. I have no idea the kind of person who would want to buy this, which is a bit of a problem. The other thing is that this is like a Kickstarter too, so they're giving about $1,000 off this and the screens and stuff like that if you back the Kickstarter. One of the only missing things in this package, unless I didn't read the instructions again properly, which were great by the way, is 3D glasses. This is also capable of doing 3D projection too, if you're one of the people who have a 3D movie or find something that can actually serve them to you. I mean, maybe with HDMI or something like that. I mean, of course, like one of the big advantages of this is you could take it to somebody's house. If you just basically pop these out, pop them on a table somewhere. You don't even have to care where you put them because it seems to auto-correct so well. And then, you know, put the speakers away. Whoa. And like just as fast as that, I'm packed up and ready to go on to the next thing. Or throw it back in the closet. I have no idea. This is a weird class of products, especially for $5,000. It's certainly not a novelty. I'll put it that way. If you liked this video, why don't you check out one of the other party speakers I've done? There's some fun ones from Sony.